Hi, everyone. Today, we're gonna be going back to the basics of transition. There's been a huge surge of new editors lately. Plus, my old transition videos are outdated and ugly. So I wanted to make an updated video. And I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm using an AI voice for today's video, cause it's easier to edit. Anyways, let's begin. On your first clip, click New, then Multi-Layer. Click 1 and import your clip. Click 1 again and then edit keyframes. Slide your cursor down the timeline, all the way to the end. Then move your clip to the left. If it's off-center, that's okay, just click Options and then center vertically. So now you have your movement, but it's moving at a consistent speed. So now we have to add graphs. Click the button next to path and make your graph look like mine. Use the Bezier path settings too. If it says spline, change it to Bezier. This graph makes your clip's speed go from slow to fast. This is what the start of every transition needs to do. Now go back and click Mirror. Choose the last one. Now search for the tracking blur effect. Turn it down a little bit. Press Create and done. The first clip is done, so we're gonna start the next one. Go into multi-layer again. Click 1 and import your clip. Click 1 and edit keyframes. Now make sure your cursor is at the start of the timeline, then slide your clip to the right. Click Center vertically. Slide your cursor all the way down. Click Center Layer. Open the graphs by clicking the button next to path. Make your custom graph look like mine. This graph makes your clip's speed go from fast to slow, which is what the end of a transition should do. Add mirror and tracking blur. Then create it. Now you're done. You basically do the exact same thing, but move the clips further. I'm gonna speed through all the things we went through earlier. Do everything the same, but move your clip further to the left this time. Now slide this clip over further to the right. Once again, do everything the same here. And that's it. Once again, you're gonna go into multi-layer. Click 1 and import your clip. Click Edit Keyframes. Slide your cursor all the way down the timeline. The rotate button should already be set on the far left. Turn the dial to the right, around 0.12. Then click the graphs button next to the rotate button and make your graph look like mine. The graph should be a slow to fast graph. Go back and add mirror and tracking blur. Now you're done with the first clip. On the second clip, go into multi-layer and import your clip onto layer 1. Click Edit Keyframes. At the start of the timeline, turn the rotate dial to the left, around 0.12. Slide your cursor to the end of the timeline and rotate the clip back to 0.0. Now add graphs. Make your graph look like mine. This graph should be a fast to slow graph. Go back, add mirror and tracking blur, and then you're done. Go into multi-layer and import your clip into layer 1. Click Edit Keyframes. Slide your cursor all the way to the end of the timeline. Move your clip to the right bottom corner. Add graphs. Make them look like mine. Go back, add mirror and tracking blur. Then you're done with this clip. Now go to the second clip and go to multi-layer. Click Edit Keyframes. Slide your cursor to the end of the timeline. Click the down arrow next to path. Slide the cursor back to the start, and then move your clip to the top left corner. Add graphs. Again, copy mine. Go back, add mirror and tracking blur. Then you're done. Once again, go into multi-layer. Change your background color to whatever you want, then import your clip into layer 1. Go into layout and find the circle reveal effect. You may have to use the search button for it. Click 1, then edit keyframes. Click the opacity button to change it to layout. At the start, turn layout up to 100%. At the end, turn the layout down to 35, then add graphs again, copy mine. Go back and create. You can't use tracking blur on the reveal effect, so we have to add visum later. In the second clip, go into multi-layer and import your clip in layer 1. Now click layer 2 and import the same color you used in the last clip. Click layout and reveal again, then click on 2 and edit keyframes. Click opacity to change it to layout, then turn layout down to 35%. At the end of the timeline, turn the layout down to 0, add graphs. Go back, add mirror and tracking blur. Now merge scenes, go to transform, and add visum.
Nintendo.
I set my blur to like 27, but adjust it to your own liking.